Today I like to answer a few questions from our friends who have tried the Redboat training band. And also we like to hear Daniel's experience using the Redboat training band. Okay, so let me start first to answer a few questions because many of our friends who use the Redboat training band have asked me. The first thing is the band strength. Okay, so usually our friend asks me what type of strength of the band or what is the power of the resistant bands one need to use. Okay, for the beginning, you always use the lowest strength resistant bands. Do not using anything which is strong, okay? Just make it really relaxed. That's the first thing, okay? And the second thing is the durations. How long usually one needs to train with the Redboat training band? Well, usually it's 5 to 10 minutes. Don't get it too long, okay? 5 to 10 minutes. And on breathing is you need to breathe continuously when you use the Redboat training band. Never stop breathing, okay? Stop breathing is not effective at all. It screws up your body, and also you don't have that much strength when you stop breathing. So you can see that many people have told me these few days when they stop breathing, their strength, because they use the digital measurement scale, their strength drop. So there's no point to do those kind of stuff where you can screw up your body and also you don't create those much power anymore anyway, right? So just make sure that don't stop breathing. So you must not stop breathing, okay? And also, if your body feels sore the next day, rest, don't practice. Whenever your body feels sore, do not practice that day. Wait until your body is not sore and then you practice it, okay? Sore can come with because we are unfamiliar with the part of the muscle. We never use it, so that it's sore, okay? Or you will overdo it. That's why you want to practice for 5 to 10 minutes. You want to feel comfortable, like fun, having fun, okay? Not doing hard work. And then the last questions I got is, how is this type of training different than the usual structure training? Well, Redboat training band is the training of the real Shaolin short strike art, okay, based on the Shaolin classic. The only difference that we use modern tools to train the ancient Shaolin short strike momentum type of skill, okay, or body conditioning. This Redboat training band training is the foundations of the short strike classic. It's not Hendrix training or whoever's training. It is the base of the Shaolin short strike classic. That's why all the techniques in the 1850 Xiu Lim Tao or Wing Chun or the Shaolin short strike classic is applicable, or they need this type of training. Without this type of training, it doesn't work. So this is very different than the today's Wing Chun, where you have structure body type, Tai Chi body type, wide crane body type, ngor jaw body type, this Western body type, internal body type, mind body type, those are a different animal, okay? Those are the modern day creations type of thing, okay? So what we get into this Redboat training band is the Shaolin Short Strike Classic. And you need the Shaolin Short Strike Classic to know what happened or what is the training of 1850s Redboat Wing Chun training. So the entire thing is in restricting Wing Chun, okay? What I tell you here, the entire thing is restricting Wing Chun. So this is not anybody's creations or my creation, no. We just took whatever in the Shaolin Short Strike, whatever it is in the 1850 Wing Chun, and we present it to you in today's language and today's technology so that you can develop that skill of short strike, okay? This is very important. Now, if you don't have this type of body, all those 1850s Wing Chun will never work. All the techniques will never work because you do not have the foundations, okay? So in today's term, this is the functional training. Okay, so all those techniques, you know, the Shaolin Short Strike Classic, now I translate, or actually not translate, describe it clearly here. What it is based on those type of training. Without that, you don't have short strike Wing Chun. That's the reality, okay? Based on evidence. And of course, today we verify things with science. That's why in the Redboat training band, we got the scale there. So we can quantize the entire thing and see whether we train properly or not to avoid injury and also to know ourselves better. However, that method is based on Shaolin Short Strike, which is now the first time in the history is in English. So we all in the West can know exactly what it is. Yes, exactly, accurately what it is. No guessing, nobody's opinion or comment. It is as it is, okay? So this is a complete different thing with today's structure training, all this training. Okay, so I hope that this answers the questions for our friends. And with this training, the techniques like over here in the restricting Wing Chun, all the techniques need that base, and it is a complete system built together. Okay, it is not like techniques is techniques, momentum is momentum. No, they are all one piece. So it is with the footwork and everything is in this book, in the Restricting Wing Chun. Okay, all the details. Okay, now I let Daniel share what is your experience with this Redboat training band, Daniel.
My experience is that since I train with it, I feel my whole body. So I feel every muscle. I feel, yeah, when I move, it's like simulating, the training band is simulating my training partner. So I can feel how do I say that? My limitation. So I know when to stop. I know where how to move, and I know how much power I can put when I do my strikes, and the band helps me a lot to know my limitation. So how much power can I do put in? So and yeah,
you use the scale, right? You use the
Yes,
scale, eh?
then yes, that's what I want to talk about also. The scale helps me to increase my muscle endurance. So the scale, I'm training with it, or I've been training for 1 week now with it, and I was able to increase my muscle endurance around 10%, and that's a lot. And this one helps me, and it's like simulating I'm fighting with somebody. We don't talk about fight, but you know, and yeah, I can feel how much can I put in when I move, and I know my all the time my limitation of muscle endurance, and I can increase it and get better and better. So the more I do it, the more I can yeah, handle a situation in a close body range.
So one thing is that do you be able to using this to check your different posture, which one give you more power?
Yes, definitely, yes. It depends on on which posture I take. So if I do, I don't know, buchi or whatever, or I do a punch or this, it's different. So I do a gansa, I do this, any kind of techniques. I have different measurements. So if I do a strike, it's around 20 kilos. If I do another movement, it's less. Then I do it also with my legs. I try to kick and hold the movement I do, and yeah, it's completely different. So it changes all the time, but it's increasing. I'm getting better with it.
So if we put it in the perspective of how is this improve your momentum or let you experience your momentum handling?
A lot. I feel you were talking about the recycling momentum in your book.
Momentum
Example.
handling. Yeah.
When I do it with the train, yeah, momentum handling, yes. When when I do that, for example, I mean, there's the recycling momentum. And when I do the muscle endurance training, I feel the momentum, which is on my back leg, and I feel it's stored there, and I could, could shoot in if whatever I want. So I can feel all the power. I know what's coming from. I know what's stored. I can feel it with that, and it's a good experience. I do it almost every day for around 20 minutes, and yeah, and it's getting better and better.
So what is this is going to help you in the real life?
To handle my momentum, yeah?
Yeah.
To handle the momentum, and yeah, and to know my
inspiring,
yeah,
like inspiring. What will what have you? Since you do sparring, so what will this training have you?
To know all the directions, and it helps me to yeah, how to explain it, to yeah, how much momentum I can put in my strike, for example.
How is about the flow?
And the flow, it's yeah, the flow is more fluent. So when I move, it's fluent, and even because the resistance band is like, yeah, if I go forward, it feels like someone is pulling me back, and it's realistic, and yeah, and the more I do it, the more fluent I become, because I can move in different directions. At the beginning was a little bit difficult, but now it's getting better, because when I move, I know how much momentum I can put in my strikes, my kicks, or yeah.
And you mean you can change your directions much easier?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can change my direction all the time. So sometimes I go down, and I have my resistance band, which is pulling me. Then I sometimes I do my kicks, I do this, I move from one direction to another direction, and it's good. It's really good. I mean,
so without this, Are you going
Yes.
to get start, stop, stuff?
No, no, it's always fluent, always moving.
So
If
it's
I don't
not.
move,
So
yes.
it is.
If
It is not. It's not start. You do a motion and
no,
then you stop and you do other. But it's just
no,
continue
no.
go.
Yes, 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 all the time. Yeah.
So with the Redboat training band, you can continuous. You develop the
Yes,
skill of continuous
yes,
going.
yes, yes. But with the scale now, with the crane scale, I'm able to increase all that, because when you move, you need the muscle endurance, and if you don't have that, then yeah, it's a combination of all. And yeah, I like doing it. I mean, it helps me a lot. I can train, especially at this time, COVID time. I can
Yeah, you get a partner there.
emulate my. Yeah,
You get a
I
partner
got.
there.
Yeah,
And
yes,
then you can
yes,
improve that, because right now you improve your ability to handle the strength or the force and also the momentum. And then you become more fluent. You can move without anything stop you. Like you just flow
yes,
from one side to the
yes,
other side, right?
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
for our friend who don't know what I'm talking about, it is in restricting Wing Chun. It is this stuff.
yes.
Okay, it is this momentum stuff.
Yeah.
This is real thing. Okay, if you ask Daniel, Daniel know this is the real, this even
Yes.
though I draw the line this way,
Yes.
with the
Yes.
the Redboat training band, you can experience it now. So Daniel can tell
Yeah.
you, okay, it's the real stuff. It is not just an
Yes.
idea or
Yes.
philosophy. So there's for momentum. As for the closed body, multi-directional force, what do you feel? The closed body multiple directional force when you train with the Redboat training band.
What I feel is, yeah,
Is
when
that
I do the
open up? Is that open up
yes,
your entire body's muscle, or it is like the same with your
yes,
practice Xiu Lim Tao? Okay, so
no,
compare with okay, so
yes,
since you practiced the 1960 version of Wing Chun before,
yeah, yes.
compare with others playing wooden dummy, playing set, playing chi sao, this multi-directional force, is it the same or is different?
It's different. It's completely different. There's no structure. It's always continuous moving. It's a dynamic behind it. And the other thing is, yeah, for example, if you in Wing Chun 1960, they all put the weight on the rear leg, and if I would do that with the with the training band,
Yeah.
then this would pull me back and I would hurt myself. I couldn't even hold it because it's not possible. And in a closed body, you need a lot of movement. If you don't have the movement, you can't. Yeah, you can spar. I mean, it's like standing there and do nothing. It's not the point. So it's like, I mean, I've been doing martial arts since 30 years now, and there was always movement, always, all the time, and that's not structure and try to do only one direction. So it's a multi-directional stuff.
So how is this muscle activation? Is there more muscle activate
Yes,
using the
yes, whole
band?
body. Yes, yes, completely. The whole body. I can sense all my muscles from my legs or my feet up to my shoulders, everything, and my shoulder blades, and the whole
So
body.
so
So it's been yeah.
it is very
Go ahead.
different than you do a structure or you're playing
Yes, yes,
this wooden dummy and cheese out those
yes,
kind of thing, right?
yes, 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 definitely. Yeah. With the training band, it's like you said, you activate all your muscles, and you sense all your joints, and that's what about. And so I can feel. So I know where to improve. I know my left side is weaker than my right side. So I know how to improve it with the muscle endurance, with the crane scale, for example, and Yes, it's the activation of all muscles.
Yeah, this is important because if we don't know what we are doing, we don't know all those muscle, we can use the body, and we cannot use the body for the particular type of momentum.
Yes,
So
you need the whole body. You need the muscles to fight. I mean, muscle endurance. This is yeah, it's very important. If you don't have that, even if you move and you don't have the muscle endurance, that's, I mean, all you have written in your book is, yeah, it's good scientific. So you need to do all that. I mean, what I did also is that I tried it with different shoes.
yeah,
And depending on your shoes, sometimes if you have shoes which, yeah, which are a little slippery, then it starts to pull you back. Then you have good shoes, then you can, you can, it's different because it doesn't pull you back yeah, it's in Resurrecting Wing
yeah,
Chun.
that's
There's
here.
a
Yeah,
page.
you
Yeah,
mentioned that. Let me get it out here.
yeah,
Okay. Those are important things because you want to have proper shoe because you're always
yes,
talking. So in
yeah,
Resurrecting Wing Chun, because
yes,
that's the reason why you don't want to get the shoe which is anti. You want to have the shoe which is be able to
yes,
talk to help you, because in
yes,
the short strike you get so close you have to turn your body, keeping
yeah,
rotating.
yeah,
Okay,
yes,
it's not go
yes,
straight. It's but because you want to how to say that, you want to recycle your momentum, you need all those
yeah,
things. Okay,
yes,
so it is like a basketball shoe is good, a tennis shoe is
yes,
no good, a running
yeah,
shoe is disaster, because a running shoe, the what do you call it, the outsole, the cushion is so thick
mm-hmm.
that you not be able to stable to to handle the momentum. You might twist your ankle or those kind of stuff. Your body is just
Yes, yes,
cannot
yes,
be stay stable and
yes,
in the dynamic, right?
yeah. Apart from that, you can injure yourself, and you can injure your knees, your ankle, and yeah, if you don't have good shoes, then it's over.
Yeah. So
Yeah. So
now in the ancient, they don't have shoe. They use their leg. They train
yeah,
their leg.
yes,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. But it's a different time. I mean, in the ancient. I mean, if I would do it barefoot, I would feel more comfortable than putting on these kung fu shoes. You know what I mean? The
Forget about the
ones.
kung fu shoe. Forget
Yeah,
about
yeah,
the
yeah.
kung.
No, I'm just.
I know.
Yeah, I know. I'm just,
Good
I'm
that you
just
mean.
telling you the
Good that you
difference.
mentioned it. Good that you mentioned it.
Yeah,
Good that you mentioned it, because I never use kung fu shoe. Okay, I never touch those
yes,
kind of things, because for me
yes,
those are ritual shoe. I always use the high tech shoe, right? So it's good that you
yeah.
mentioned. So you use kung fu shoe too, right? So what happened?
So this is what happened. So you can do it with that with kung fu shoes. It pulls you back, and you have to be careful not to slip or yeah. It's I don't want to slide like in those kung fu movies. You know, when you move from when you know what I mean. It looks like they're sliding over the ground and or flying over the ground. It's just not.
The issue is
It's
this. Right
dangerous.
now, with the band, we're doing real strength and real speed.
Yes.
Not have fun. Okay, it is real strength and real speed. You can do that, like in the real sparring. You can
Yeah.
trust in your momentum and so forth. So at
Yes.
that situations, okay, uh, the shoe and everything has to be considered, because the entire thing go. Now that is very different than your usual training of the band when you get used to it.
Yes.
This is like testing limitation, and Daniel here is testing limitation with the band with the crane skill, the digital one. Okay,
Yes.
and that give you a like a simulator, right? And to
Yeah.
really test. If we cannot do it with the band, forget about doing with the opponent.
Yeah.
And so that is the what do you call it, the experience, you know. And since Daniel have trained so many different martial arts, and it's better for him to share with you guys what happened, right? So rather than me talking, okay. So the thing is right now, Daniel, can you use this type of stuff in sparring, in the Wing Chun way, in the short strike Wing Chun way, not Western boxing, not BJJ, not, but using it in the in the short strike Wing Chun way after you do this your training?
Yes, I can. Of course I can.
It's a different type of thing, art, right? It's no longer.
Yes, because with the training band, you get the feeling of you know how when you strike, when you because in short strike you're really close, and then if you punch, you rather punch to the stomach, to the belly. So when you punch, it's like it's different. The training band helps me to stay. If I would have a partner to spar, I think it would have a lot of problems, because I'm getting proficient with it, and yeah, when I'm close, and then I won't let him go anymore, because I'm used to it, and without the training band, I wouldn't have this.
So Daniel, you practice BJJ too. How is that different between getting close in the close range with this short strike and BJJ? What is the difference?
The difference, to be honest, it's the same. I mean, on the ground, when I'm on the ground,
not the ground. When you get close or standing up, is there any different?
When I'm standing up,
when
I wanted to say. Yes, I wanted to explain.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes,
go ahead.
Yeah, I explain it. Okay, the thing is, when I spar in BJJ, what I try to do all the time, and every BJJer does that, tries to get, to stay stuck on the opponents, like short strike on the ground. Okay, and in standing, and that's why I say it's the same, because when I spar on the ground, I always want to stay as close as I can to my sparring partner, because I want to, because from there the transitions from one technique to another, they happen. Okay, so you try, when you one technique doesn't work, so you change direction and do another one, and the same is on short strike on standing. So when one technique doesn't work, I go another direction, and I can, and that's why the multi-directional movement strength is really, really important. So you have it on the ground, and I have it on standing, and now I can do both. And even on the ground, when I do sparring in BJJ, for example, I try all the time to get close, and as much as I can, I train it. It's hard to do that, but I try to do that. And the more I train, the more I get better. But there are a lot of people out there in BJJ who are really, really, really good. And
so let me clear this. So you say that the short strike Wing Chun is like BJJ standing. Am I right?
Yes.
So BJJ is BJJ at ground, right? So so short strike Wing Chun is like BJJ standing.
Yes.
So
yes.
Okay, so
that's what I mean. Yeah.
Okay.
It's really tight all the time, and and you don't want your sparring partner to go away. You want to keep them all the time. Yes, and it's great.
So that we know that in BJJ you have to roll in the ground, right?
Yes.
So in other words, that you use the Redboat training brand, right? The BJJ roll at the ground, but we roll standing.
Yes, and standing. Yes, right? Exactly. So, but that's the way it's supposed to be. Everybody talks about close range, but they still, you know, in long fist position. It's not close range, you know, and a short strike is, yeah, it's really tight, like BJJ on the ground. So we do BJJ standing.
Yeah, so Shaolin short strike Wing Chun is like BJJ in standing for those
Yes.
of our friend in BJJ who know
Yes.
BJJ but don't know short strike
Yeah.
Wing Chun can say, oh yeah,
Yeah.
they are doing it in standing, we are doing in the ground.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
So yeah, I mean, so that is the uniqueness. That is the thing which is important. Why? Because we don't want to say, hey, you know, this is Wing Chun short strike 1850. And people say, so what is your uniqueness? What are you good at? What are you good at, right? So in this way, it's not about who win, who lose. Obviously, there's good people in BJJ in every different art.
Yes.
The issue is
definitely.
that we need to show that this is what we are training. This is what we are doing. Right? So yeah, so that is the important point. And so Daniel, how long do you train
Yes.
every session when you do the Redboat training band? Since you have been healthier than me and all our older friends.
Yeah, depends. Sometimes depends half an hour. So before I do that, before I start with training band, I do all the exercises from the classes that I've learned from you, like the Wing Chun technology class. Do a little warm up, then from the short strike foundation, and then I start with that. So it's around, let's say, half an hour, sometimes 40 minutes, and it depends how many techniques I want to practice. Then after that, I do the crane scale, since for a week now.
Yeah. So
So
for those of our friends who don't know, Daniel has been trained with me for past 2 years, right?
More. It's around 4 years, something like that.
Yeah, okay.
3.5 years.
So he's continuous training. So now in the West, he is a few in Europe who know the 1850s Shooting Tao set properly, who know the 2C and all this background, and then forceful handling. So Daniel is one of the Wing Chunner who know this, okay, who really learn it for past few years, he been training with me on that. So anybody who in Europe who want to train, who want to learn that thing, okay, let's put this clear. I hate to teach people fighting. I don't like that. I never like to teach people fighting, but I like to present arts as it is in the past. So if you want to learn something like what is the Wing Chun 1850s and all the short strike stuff, you can in Europe you can go contact Daniel, okay, and there are many friends, okay. I'll introduce you, later on in Zoom and so forth if they come up. So if you want to learn the art to know what exactly it is, you can go learn from it. And I don't want to promote fighting. Why? There's no point to promote that if we don't even know what we are doing. Okay. So as what I always ask, only about a few days ago or last week, there's a friend from New Jersey asked me about this thing, which is really dangerous. He said, well, this is now the force flow is dangerous. And I told him that's why we have the scale on the Redboat training band. You think you are powerful, you go pull that thing and see how much number you have. You don't have to hurt people. You don't have to feel pressure. You can test it out with your measurement, scientific measurement, and you can improve on that without going into fighting to compete. Always compete who is better than who. I mean, that eating yourself alive. Okay, if you have this training tool, you know what you can do. You don't have to hurt people. You don't have to show off. Okay.
Yes.
So that is what I see is the Shaolin art, like in the restricting Wing Chun, the idea of general Qigong, you have to test your thing. And today we can use the skill, the crane skill to test what you have. And then if you can handle the momentum, you just can handle other people's momentum. How good you can handle the momentum, you yourself know. You don't have to go every time I fight you, talk with your hand, not talk with your mouth. Well, do we know our own momentum handling? If we don't even know about that, what are you going to use to fight? Okay. So for me is that, you know, fighting is like the restricting Wing Chun. This is a Shaolin art. Shaolin is not promote you to fight people. Okay, Shaolin is that you need to be compassionate and do good to people, understanding. Not that just keeping thinking one is the invincible, like the Kung Fu movie, which is not Shaolin, but it is just a completely off topic stuff. Okay. So that's what I say. I don't mind to share as an art, but I don't like people to go fighting. What is the point? What do you prove? Okay. And so if you want to learn anything from the Shaolin, the Wing Chun 1850, go check out with Daniel. Daniel is in Germany, right? But don't get into this fighting. I am a better fighter than you. Forget about it. Okay. I always ask people, if you're so good fighter, how come you don't know what you're doing? So when I was young, I was really 17 or something, I met who? Mas Oyama's fighter. Okay, Mas Oyama trains fighter when I was kid. You know, there are so many good fighters in the world. There's no point keeping thinking that way. It's training every day. That is the thing which is the bottom line. We know whether we can handle this or not, especially now with the skill and with the Redboat training band. Like the other day, I have a friend who said, "Hey, Hendrik, I try your skill." And then I feel that my hamstring is pulling. I said, well, okay, good. So you know that you need to fix that part, okay? Because when you get into that string, the band, then you know who you are. The bottom line of Shaolin martial art is know who you are. And then improve yourself, not defeat other people. Defeat other people don't improve you. Okay. So I like to make it an art, not the fighting and this and no. What is the point if you don't learn anything? And with the Redboat training band, even I'm 60 something, I'm using it and having fun. Why? Because I'm power up my neuromuscular proficiency every day, right? And just so that when we grow old, see, the older people usually are easy to fall, especially in the winter, like in the place which is icy and those kind of things. If you train in the band, you have more good balance, more muscle toning. That means even our old age, we can live better. Okay. And Daniel, you live in Germany. Germany have ice, right?
Yes.
Icy road, right?
No. It's the weather is okay now. It's cold, but not that cold. Last week we had a little bit of snow in Germany, but just one day. Hope and yeah, and then
See,
since I'm Italian.
no.
I love the summer more than the winter.
Yeah. So what happened is that I'm in California. Obviously,
Yeah.
I never see snow or ice, right?
Okay.
In my college time for past for 6 years, 7 years, I was in Iowa, Ames, Iowa. And you know, at one point is that we always like to Iowa in the Iowa State University. We stand in front of the what we call the KV Hall, you know, the mathematics hall in front of that. I can probably forget the name. Yeah, KV Hall. We just look at all the young girls slide and fall because there's a slopes there when you're walking down. And we always go standing there, between class to see all the pretty chicks, okay, falling there. and you know that it is really rough to walk in the icy thing, right? Because
yes.
if you use a really heavy shoe, man, it is really exhausting. And
Yes.
if we use just wear a usual shoe, then anytime you can slip, okay?
Yes.
Right. So for me, is that this Redboat training band at least to help you to be able to handle your body. And again, as you say, you put your weight back. That means you cannot get out. You're going to get falls very fast.
Yes. Or you put your kung fu shoes on.
Yeah. Forget about it.
Slip like in the morning.
So right now there's an issue here. How are you going to learn anything with your kung fu shoe in the real life?
Yeah, you can't.
So right now it's proven to you, using the Redboat training band, it proved to you that you cannot use kung fu shoe, today's kung fu shoe for that. And also the reason why I put the shoe in the restricting Wing Chun, which I showed you just now, is we need to rely on high tech. We cannot live in the, okay, so this is the problem. In the ancient, they don't have shoe. So they walk, their leg is very, how do you say that, really tough. They train the conditions nowhere right now.
Yes.
And then today we have the high tech for your running shoe, tennis shoe, basketball shoe, all those kind of stuff for training. Now, the kung fu shoe, I really don't know what is that designed for. Okay, I know that that's for demonstrations. Okay, so now you see the difference now. In the ancient and today, they know what they are doing, but in today, you have this shoe and you can have better grabs or handling the ground. Okay, so they are the same with the ancient. Now, the issue is with all this kung fu training shoe, which is doing nothing but demonstration. If you use that for training, well, you get off of priority. So now, you know, that there's a serious issue. And also yesterday, if you watch my video on avoid, this is the important thing cannot avoid. You see, I put that the plum flower target reference there, right?
Yes.
That's supposed to be like your wooden dummy, but your wooden dummy don't do do not do those things anymore today. So right now, how are you going to train? Now, if you watch, right, Daniel, you watch it yet?
Yes, I did. Yes.
So
yes,
you see, I go from different directions and I test out my momentum and everything, right? Now, the wooden dummy is supposed to do that. Now, the wooden dummy don't do that anymore. Okay, now that is a problem because all the tools, the shoe, the wooden dummy do not do their job. So what are you training? So that is the problem. We need to get into high tech. We need to reform into scientific stuff, and also, you know, Daniel, stop keeping using the student to prove your power. You know, put a phone book there, a short punch. If you really want to test out your punch, the power of your short punch or anything, get a crane, get a Redboat training band, and then you know how much strength you can have. And you can show your student, hey, you know, I can do this fast and much. How can you do? If you do less than you, that means you can teach them how to improve their strength.
Yes.
That is better than, hey, I want to show my inch power and I put a phone book there, I punch you. And then, so what? The student doesn't know what is going on. The teacher don't even know their own strength. And what is that act contribute besides just a demonstration, which is actually a show business? Can that be used in the real life? Well, try that in the Redboat training band and see whether The band is going to pull you back, or what happened? Or the back, will the band let you do it, not standing there and snap your punch? Well, that's real life. Your opponent is not going to let you stand there and do that. So the Redboat training band right now is pulling you wherever you like it or not, right? You go one direction,
Yes.
you pull you on the other direction.
Yes. Yes.
You keeping have to move. Now, so it take away all those demonstrations, all this thing, you know. Demonstration is good for fun, for when you have parties and everything. But for real Chinese Kung Fu, you cannot afford that. And also, especially for ladies friends, ladies Wing Chuners, get the band and you know what's reality, not false security, thinking that I do this, I can have power. Somebody will say, well, I have a structure, which is I can defeat the momentum. Go to the band and you see exactly what happened. So it is a reality check. And that's why I said, I like to do in the as an art, scientific way. So we have evaluations. We have the verification with science, and we don't hurt people. We improve ourselves. And if you want to test on any techniques, you go up with the training band and see whether you'll be able to perform it or not. So Daniel, you try that, okay? This testing
Yes.
with the band. Okay, how do you like your performance when you do it with the band?
Good, I like it. I mean, when I do my techniques, it's good. I mean,
so okay,
yeah,
now I ask you a question.
Okay.
Is what you think and what you can do with the band is different?
Yes, it is different. So that's what I wanted to say. When before I got the band, I thought, okay, I think I can do it. But once I started with it, I thought, oh, it's not that easy. So I have to get proficient with that. So I have to train, and get more, and get better with it. And yeah, that's why I train almost every day, because I want to improve. And the training band helps me a lot. I can. It's about your own background momentum. If you know your momentum, you are able to handle the opponent's momentum. But if you don't know your own background momentum, how can you handle the opponent's momentum? It's difficult. So like you said, you have to know yourself, and with the band, you get to know yourself even better.
Actually, that is like in the Wing Chun matrix, I talk about the background momentum. And in the restricting Wing Chun, we talk about recycling momentum. There's a lot of things play there. The minimum, you are right. You need to know your background momentum and your recycling momentum in order to be able to play. And you need to be proficient in that, or else you cannot handle your body. Right? Yeah. So there's no magic, no chi, no other thing. But you know what is chi, right? Chi is a different story, not this thing.
Yes, it's completely different. Yeah.
So we don't want to mix it. Okay, good for today for sharing. Thanks, Daniel, for sharing. You know, I hope
you're welcome.
Yeah, more people try it. Again, you buy what? The resistant band, the Redboat band. I don't make any sense because I don't own Amazon. Okay, and you know all those things now. It is free informations, and the only thing what I'm urging everybody, don't fight. Okay, have fun, don't fight, and improve, and everybody contribute the positive to Wing Chun, and so then Wing Chun will proceed on and become better and better, and everybody become better and better. So there's a reason to release all these informations, right? So thank you, Daniel.
You're welcome. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.